Hi, I'm Levi Wanamaker and I'm one of the senior salesmen here in Dixie RV's Florida location. And today I'm going to show you a little bit about a 2019 Airstream. It's an International Serenity and it's a 30RB. On the outside, when it comes to Airstream, they're all going to be built pretty much the same, so I'll give you kind of an overview. First of all, Airstream, they've been building them since 1931, and a pretty important stat is that since then, about 70% of everyone ever built is still being used today. So when people ask why Airstream, that's a pretty big reason. So when Airstream starts their construction, they started from the ground up. So they're the only manufacturer that builds all of their holding tanks inside the frame. As a matter of fact, over half the weight of an Airstream trailer is below the frame. So you get much better stability, better towing going down the road, and also a better fuel economy, up to 20% better. As far as then it comes to the iconic shell, this shell here takes about, the coach as a whole takes about 450 man hours in order to make it. It has over 3,000 rivets and they're put in individually by two people. They work together even though they can't even see each other. Someone's on the inside, someone's on the outside, and they meet in the middle with the rivet. They have to do that over 3,000 times for this particular coach. So once the shell is complete, then as I said, they'll build the floor first, build all the tanks inside of it. Once the shell is complete, then inside of the shell, they'll attach EcoBat insulation. It's one of the few insulations that is rated to be in children's hospitals, maternity wards, things like that. There's zero outgassing. It has the highest standard you can have as far as recycled material and emissions. So that's an Airstream. It's certified Emerald. Then the shell itself is picked up by the roof and it is dropped onto the frame. The reason why that's important is because there's no other trailer made that can be lifted by the roof. It would fall apart. So that'll tell you the ability of the structure to withstand pressure. There's dual shells. You have the outside shell, then you have an inside shell, and that's where all your wiring and everything like that will be in between. The next step in the process is then it's taken to their hurricane booth, and what this is it'll be in there for 30 minutes, 10,000 gallons of water coming at hurricane force winds, while there's a gentleman inside with a clipboard making sure every rivet is sealed properly. There's no leaks, nothing like that happens moving forward. Then every piece of furniture inside an Airstream, whether it's cabinetry, furniture, which is all custom and handmade, every piece is walked through the front door. The reason why that's important to you as a consumer is eventually that can be walked out the front door. Like I said, they're still using Airstreams from the 1930s, 40s, 50s. So at any time, if you decide you want to remodel the interior, you can walk every piece of furniture out and then walk it back in. All right, now Airstream here. Here's your door. No two doors are the same. The reason why is because even though all the Airstreams follow the same pattern, there's all built by hand, so there's going to be slight variances between the models. So this door won't fit on the exact same model that was built 3 days later, unfortunately. So it's all going to be custom built. Your screen door here has 16 individual spot wells just in your screen door. There's your pet protector here, so as you close your door, you don't have to worry about Fido there doing any damage. You'll also notice that your awning here is a Zip-D awning, whether you have a manual awning or a power awning, which this one happens to be. It'll be Zip-D, which is breathable fabric, and it'll also color match your awnings on the other side when you have the window awning package, as this one does. You'll also notice one thing when you compare Airstream to other brands is anytime you see a hole cut into anywhere in your Airstream, whether it be for a light fixture or for your furnace or for a light switch, you'll never see caulking on an Airstream. You won't see any type of caulk. It'll have its own individual hand-cut gasket that's just for that piece. So you don't have to worry about any, down the line, you don't have to worry about any kind of damage there. The other thing you won't see on an Airstream is you won't see any drain spouts that you'll see on every other unit, because your air conditioner will cause moisture and it runs down the side of your camper. In the Airstream, it's actually built in between the two side walls and empties out down in your wheel well, so you don't have to worry about any water on the outside of your Airstream.
Hi, I'm Heather Senn with Dixie RV, and I am one of the Airstream certified specialists. Today we're going to go over the inside of this 30-foot Serenity.
And I'm Stan Harris, one of the Airstream certified specialists here at Dixie RV, and we are going to talk about this International Serenity. And first off, what I'd like to do is I'd like to mention about the air conditioning. This International 30RB Airstream Serenity is going to have two ACs units, and if you notice, it's going to be ducted AC, so you don't see the ugly AC sticking down here, and you're going to have your intake vents here. Going to have two here. This will be for the front AC, and then you'll have two in the rear for the rear AC. Just want to clean those periodically to keep those clean, but again, it's all ducted AC, and you'll be able to push the air through the front or the back. Another good thing with this International Serenity is that if one AC was to go out, you can still use one AC to cool all of your coach with this, because like I said, you can force the AC to the front or vice versa from the back to the front. And both ACs do have a heat pump also as well, and they just started going to the ducted AC in 2015. So if you have something a little older, you wouldn't have this ducted AC feature, but they started this in 2015.
And so on the floor, it is a one piece, it's a seamless floor, and it is vinyl. Underneath the vinyl floor, they use 5/8 of an inch, and it is all tongue and groove. And Stan was pointing out the air conditioning units. Also, one thing I'd like to point out is about every 2 feet right here, you'll see these are all LED lights with dimmer switches. So you can set the mood accordingly. They do use solid surface countertops here, and this is called the Cabinetry, which is all made at the factory. It's not subbed out anywhere. This is called Italian light cabinetry. Here you have a 1,000-watt inverter, and the inverter is good, for example, if you're driving down the road and you want to keep your food cool, it will work with the battery. That's what the inverter is utilized for.
Another nice feature I like on this International 30RB Serenity is that you have, if you want to take some people with you, you have a bed here. This goes into a bed, and this also makes a bed here very easy. This would just open up here like this. This pulls down, this pulls out. These two slide forward like this, and this just goes down like this, and it makes into a extra bed.
This is an ultra leather material, so it's very soft, and it's perfect for laying down.
And great quality as well. I always like to point that out in an Airstream. I mean, compared to a regular travel trailer, you're looking at something that's a cut above the rest. Great quality on this Airstream 30RB International Serenity.
As you see, it's got a lot of windows, so Airstreams are very, very open. In front here, you have what's called a panoramic window. So even on the sides here, in the back here, and on the side here, wherever you are, you know, if you're out camping in the mountains, if you're camping at the beach, you know, even if you're at one of the races, anywhere you look here, you have a perfect view. And half of what camping is all about is enjoying the view while you're having your coffee in the morning.
Right you are, Heather, because you know what? That's the most important thing when I'm out camping. I like to be able to see outside when I am in the coach, and like she pointed out, you have all these extra windows here. You've got these nice roller shades here that come down. Very nice in an Airstream. Again, I like to point out the quality. Quality in an Airstream is unsurpassed, better than any other travel trailer on the market today.
Yep, that's a fact. Now, this floor plan does have a queen bed in the back, but it is optional to put two twins back there. So, you know, you don't necessarily, you're not always camping with your spouse. You could be camping with, you know, your friend, you know, your brother, your sister, whatever. So it does have an option to have two twin beds back there as well. Okay, so this does have a nice pull-out pantry right here. All your canned goods and your foods can go here. Now, one of the greatest things is there is separation here between the living room and your bedroom. So this door right here will come out, and then this one here, there's also this also comes out. And the reason I'm even mentioning that is because the shower area is here. So you have a split bath. Your shower is here, and your bathroom with your toilet and sink are here. So if you shut both of these, you have a pretty big area to get undressed, dressed, and have privacy. This is a porcelain toilet right here. Like I said, it is a split bath, and this bathroom has a seat. So if you need to sit down, shave your legs, do whatever it is you need to do, you have a seat to be able to do this. Right here is a really, really big closet, and this is all for hanging clothes. So that's great. And Stan, take it away, my dear.
All right, another thing I like to point out here in the Airstream is also this high gloss laminate that you have here. You'll find this in their motorhomes and the Airstream Interstate as well. Also, if you notice, there's not any laminate corners or anything like this. This is solid oak here, so if you were to bang into that, it's not going to peel off or anything like that. That's one thing nice about the quality in an Airstream. Also in the back, you'll have a TV here in the back, a TV in the back, and one in the front. You have a Blu-ray player up front that will push movies, of course, back to here. You'll also have a 1,000 watt pure sine watt inverter that'll store the power for you, that will run your small appliances when you're on board. And there's also a TV, like I said, up in the front. All right, I'm Stan Harris from Dixie RV. I'd like to thank you for visiting with us today.
And I'm Heather Senn, and thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch our Airstream video.
And I'm Levi Wanamaker, and again, thanks again for taking a little bit of time. Come see us for a good deal. Any one of us will help you. I'll obviously give you the best deal. Come see me.
So not true.
So not true.
We'll all give you a good deal.
We'll all give you a good deal, but come see me.
Dixie's the best. You're always going to get the best.
Absolutely.